Eras tour so big, the Federal Reserve is paying attention to it. They say it could generate her concerts $4.6 billion for the economy. That's a lot of money. Maybe the White House should consider hiring Taylor for the campaign.
She would be better qualified than a lot of the people currently working in the White House. So I think that would be a great idea. But the thing about this tour is not only are people going to the concerts, but they're getting hotel rooms, they're buying plane tickets, they're spending money in these communities when they go and see the concerts.
Swifties are stimulating the economy, and that's not according to me. That's actually according to the Federal Reserve, who released a statement about it just last week. So the Philadelphia Federal Reserve specifically noted on Wednesday, when it released its summary on how the economy is doing, that all of this economic activity surrounding Taylor Swift's tour, her Eras tour, is actually stimulating local economies where she is performing. So they wrote this: despite the slowing recovery in tourism in the region overall, one contact highlighted that May was the strongest month for hotel revenue in Philadelphia since the onset of the pandemic, in large part due to an influx of guests for the Taylor Swift concerts in the city. And the singer held 3 shows in May at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, which has an estimated capacity of over 70,000 people. And while Swifties absolutely love her, and I'm sure enjoyed being in the same place as 70,000 other people, I would rather literally be anywhere else. And that's not a comment on Taylor Swift, that's a comment on being around 70,000 people. But nonetheless, good news.
All right, I mean, she's a one-person stimulus package. Look, I'm lost track of music a long time ago. None of you are surprised by that. And so I have no commentary on whether Taylor Swift deserves those accolades, but it doesn't really matter because what matters is people actually showing up, and they do. So congrats to her. I love that it's helping the economy.
Congrats to her.
Yeah, but like literally, like she's
making
creating.
Paper.
She's making paper, but she's also creating jobs.
She is, yep.
Right, and she's getting a lot of people, more capital, etc.
If San Francisco were smart, they would do a permanent residency for Taylor Swift.
I know, right? So like, you know how Celine Dion and some others go and
in Vegas,
stay in Vegas, and they do their act night after night. If Taylor Swift did that with San Francisco, she might be able to revive the entire city.
Right.
So I mean, it is kind of legendary. So
let me give you some examples of actual numbers. So 2 concerts in Las Vegas helped revive tourism to pre-COVID levels, for instance. So that was back in March. And on top of that, earlier this month, Cincinnati officials credited Swift and her Eras tour with helping downtown hotels gross more than $2.6 million, and surrounding Hamilton County hotels gross more than $5.3 million. That's a lot of money, man. Wow, and the tickets are pretty expensive. Like, you really gotta love her to go through the pain and agony of securing the tickets, paying for the tickets, and then on top of that, paying the expenses necessary to go to her concert, right? Especially if you're going to a concert out of town.
Yeah, and I wanna give Taylor Swift and Beyonce fans some credit here, because like everyone involved in any form of media gets torn down eventually. Oh, you did X wrong, you did Y wrong. And Taylor Swift has taken on a couple of political positions as well. But I think everybody's afraid of the Swifties and they're afraid of the Beehive. And so, or whatever Queen Bee's fans are called. I don't want to confuse them with the K-Hive of Kamala Harris, which is pretty much extinct.
There might be a little bit of crossover, but different groups, yes.
Yes,
groups.
Okay, but anyways, like, despite being in the public a lot and despite taking, by the way, good stances by Taylor Swift, etc., they don't get tons of pushback.
Hold.
Okay.
I mean, what is America if not the country where we love to build people up and then tear them down, Cenk?
Right. That's why I'm like,
it's coming.
Man,
eventually.
The Swifties.
So brace for impact, Taylor.
No, for sure. But the Swifties and the Beehive are so strong that people are a little hesitant to mess with them because then they swarm.
Sure, I mean, but I guess what I'll say is neither one of them have really given anyone a reason to come after them. Other than Kanye West, who embarrassed himself during, it was the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
When Taylor Swift won an award that I forget which category it was, my bad, but she was up against Beyonce. And so when Taylor Swift won, Kanye West interrupted her acceptance speech and actually didn't really let her finish.
Yeah, no, and I'm going to let you finish in a minute, but Taylor Swift, I think, came out unscathed from that.
Totally, yeah, totally, I agree.
And by the way, she should be unscathed. She didn't do anything wrong. Kanye is a crazy man who jumped out on the stage. And Beyonce came out relatively unscathed, and she should have been unscathed because she didn't do anything wrong either, right? But I'm telling you, they've been involved in things, and just these days, people get torn down for nothing at all. And Taylor Swift is actually in a couple. And has been involved in a couple of like moments where she's fought back against Ticketmaster and other things.
Right.
So go get him, adding to the economy, and apparently Teflon Taylor. And good job on the fans.
But you can't say Teflon Taylor. She hasn't done anything offensive, right? Like, honestly, I can't really think of an example of her really sticking her neck out and saying something like super controversial that would lead to backlash. You get what I'm saying? She's got a wholesome brand. She seems lovely. There's really nothing standing out that I can think of that would make her a controversial figure. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, she's stimulating local economies. Let's go to Chicago. Chicago tourism officials said last month that the city broke hotel occupancy records during the first weekend of June, thanks to Swift shows at Soldier Field, with more than 44,000 hotel rooms occupied each night and 39 million in total hotel revenue. Bananas.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, either way, hats off. Great job, Swifties. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.